गुरुर् साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
Welcome back, scholars. Do you remember in EVS we did chapter number 4, safety. We completed all the textbook exercises and question answers to be written in the notebook. So today in this lecture we'll discuss all the workbook exercises, right? So I'll explain you each and every page of it. Let's start with worksheet number 1. This is your worksheet number 1. It says, look at the picture given below. Color it as per the following instructions. Now, you don't have to color the whole picture. You have to read the instructions and color accordingly. What does the first instruction says? Color the part of the road where you should cross the road. Now, do you remember in our safety chapter, we studied how we cross the road? Yes, we use a zebra crossing. But what is the color of the zebra crossing? It's not like this. We have to color it. It has black and white stripes on it. So what are you going to do is, color one stripe black, leave one. Then color again black, leave one. Color again, leave one. Okay? So likewise, you're going to color the whole zebra crossing. What does the second instruction says? Color the traffic light that tells us to stop. Now, which is the traffic light? Looking at it, we stop. Yes, see the signal lights given here? It has 3 lights, red, green and orange. But which light tells you to stop? You studied in first standard. Yes, it is the red light. So you will only color the red light, red color, the first one. Now circle and color the 3 places where accidents can take place. Look at the picture carefully. Which are the 3 places where you feel that an accident can take place? You have to circle that picture and color only that much. So see, I have done this. A girl is flying a kite on the footpath. She may come to the road and we may have an accident there. So circle it and you just have to color this girl. See the next girl? She is running and crossing the road, which is not good. Right? And then see, can you see here a boy taking the hand out of the bus, which is not good. As we discussed, it is harmful. So we will circle and color these 3. Now let's move forward with worksheet number 2.
Let's start with our workbook exercise. Worksheet 2. What does it say? Write any 2 things that you should and should not do at home, in school, on the road and in the park to stay safe. So, you will have to write 2 things in each. What you should do and what you should not do so that you remain safe. Let's see one by one each of them. So, what should we do at home to stay safe? So, let's see the first, I should. Lock all the doors when no one is around. Yes, at times there is nobody at home or only grandparents. So what should you do? You should keep your doors locked when you're all alone, right? Next, watch television from distance. This is very important for everybody. You need to keep a distance to watch television. Otherwise, what will happen? Your eyesight will get affected, right? So whenever you watch television, you have to sit far away. What should you not do at home? Play with sharp objects. We saw in our last lectures that if we play with sharp objects, we get hurt, right? So you should not play with any sharp objects at home. Play in the kitchen. At times, Mama is working in the kitchen. And if we play in the kitchen, by mistake, if we hurt Mama, then there can be an accident. So kitchen is not a place to play. It has many harmful things around where we need to take care. The gas stove, sharp things like knife, fork, you find it in the kitchen. So never play in the kitchen. Okay. What are the things you should do and not do at school? See the first one. Always walk in a queue while climbing the stairs. You find your teachers continuously instructing you. Walk in a line. See and walk. Walk carefully. So while climbing stairs, if we don't see, we may fall down and then we may get hurt. The next one is follow my teacher's instruction. So we should always follow the instructions given by our teacher. She takes a lot of care of us, right? So whatever instructions she gives for us only, so that we are safe. Now what are the things we should not do in school? There are many, but I'll discuss only two here, right? So first one is misbehave with my teachers or my classmates. I should not misbehave, not with my teachers also and not with my friends also. So in school, we should always be very obedient and good children. And CIS children are very good. I know that. Next one is run in the classroom. Yes, we should not run in the classroom. So many benches are kept in the classroom, right? So if we run in the classroom, we may get hurt, right? So we should take care and not run in the classrooms. On the road, what should we do on the road? Always follow the traffic rules. You remember we studied about the traffic rules, right? So you should follow those rules because on road you find so many vehicles coming around. If we don't follow the traffic rules, there may be an accident. Okay? So you should always follow the traffic rules. The next one is walk with elders. Yes, on road we should not go alone. You people are still little small, right? You cannot go all alone on the road. So you should always go with your elders. Somebody who is elder to you, bigger than you. It can be your bigger sister, elder brother, parents, grandparents. Don't go alone anywhere. The next one, what should you not do on the road? Run to cross the road. Yes, we should not run on the road to cross it. Fine? We should look at the left, right, and when no vehicle is coming, then only we have to cross the road. The next one is travel without a helmet on two-wheeler. Yes, nowadays this is very important. When you travel on a two-wheeler, Activa, bicycle, you must be riding bicycles also. You should always wear a helmet so that helmet is very safe. Your brain does not get hurt anywhere and you are safe. And tell your parents also, if your parents are also riding a two-wheeler, tell them to always wear a helmet. This is very important for you kids. In the park, what should we do and what should we not do? Let's see what should we do. Always wait for my turn while playing on the slide. Yes, when we slide, we hurry so much that we do not wait our friends to complete sliding. And before that only we start sliding. And then we bang with our friends. So we should always wait for our friend to complete the sliding and then slide. The next one is play carefully. Yes, in the garden also, we have to be a little careful while playing, right? Because there are many things which may hurt us. So you should play, enjoy, have fun in the garden, but carefully. Now, what should we not do? Very important. Talk to strangers. Do you remember? A stranger is a danger. We should not talk to strangers. We should not take any things from the strangers. Our parents give us lot of things. We have so many things, right? So if a stranger, a person whom you don't know, try to give you something, you should not accept that. Say no to it. What is the next one? Push anyone. Like you, all the kids come there to play, enjoy and have fun, right? So we should not push anyone. We should not run in a way that we give a push to anybody. Run carefully, play carefully so that you don't hurt anybody. You also enjoy and others also enjoy in the park. Do you remember, children? In the last lecture, I showed you this first aid box. There are many things in first aid box. Let's see, in our workbook, they have pointed and asked to write the names of it. So what is the first one? Yes, medicine. This is called medicine. We do keep some medicines in our first box, like stomach ache when we have, or headache we have, or at times some fever we have. So we can have those medicines, right? Then what is this? Band-aid. I showed you the band-aid, right? When you get hurt, you tie a band-aid around it. Then tweezers. Tweezers are used to pick up small things. Band-aid. When you have a small scratch, we apply a band-aid. Everybody has a band-aid at their place, right? Now, write the names of 3 more things that you think can be kept in the first aid box. Now, in the last picture, only 4 things names we have written. So, other than those 4 things, what are the other things which are very important in the first aid box? Let's write down their names. The first one, thermometer. It is used to measure the fever, right? Whether we have a fever or not, many a times our parents measure our fever with a thermometer. Then cotton. Yes, just to clean some areas if we have got wound or hurt, we use cotton there. So we always find cotton in the first aid box. Sanitizers. Everybody knows sanitizer is very, very important nowadays, right? With sanitizers, what we can do is the germs, when we get hurt, we find germs around our hurt and it can be very risky to us. So with sanitizers, we clean that germs. Nowadays, you find, your mother telling, sanitize your hands, wash your hands. So many a times, you clean your hands with a sanitizer so that the germs in your hands are removed.